It's the Coaster Battleman here, bringing you an awesome coaster video. It's a coaster prediction video for 10 possible parks getting a new coaster in 2017. These are some amusement parks that will get new coasters, in my opinion. This is just predicting the future. It's kind of the beginning of the Six Flags Great America 2016 season, and some of the amusement parks in the USA or all over the world are in the middle of their park seasons. And let's move on and see what coasters could be coming to 10 parks in 2017. I'm starting off with King's Dominion getting a B&M Hypercoaster. Now, Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, made this contract where King's Dominion couldn't build a B&M 100 miles from Busch Gardens, but it could be likely because the 10-year deal that was made in 2007 is going to be up in 2017, so a B&M Hypercoaster definitely is likely. Plus, King's Dominion is one of the more major Cedar Fair parks, and they haven't gotten a new coaster in years. Like a lot of these other parks, their last major coaster was Intimidator 305, so they definitely are overdue for a new coaster. Now for Busch Gardens Williamsburg, a GCI wooden coaster is coming to their park, and it is truly happening. Hooray, Virginia is the state to go to for new coasters. Yeah, it is happening at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. They're getting a GCI. It's going to be a fun family coaster. It's going to be one of the two family coasters at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. And from the years 2012 to 2017, 3 of those years would have been brand new coasters. Kings Island will get a B&M Giga Coaster in 2017, which is actually a very likely option. A lot of people have been speculating on this sign, like, watch out for falling trees. I can imagine a bunch of near-miss elements with trees, that this Giga Coaster would go up very tall, go very fast at 95 miles an hour. It would have some very intense turns through the trees. It would be a very good terrain coaster, kind of like the Beast, but maybe even better, because the trees could cover the coaster a lot. That could act as a near-miss element. It could be probably themed to like a lumberjack. That's just me thinking, and I would love Kings Island to get a B&M Giga Coaster in 2017. But they already got Banshee in 2014, so it makes it not as likely, but I think it is very likely. Now for another Cedar Fair park, it's Dorney Park. I think they'll get a GCI wooden coaster in 2017. A lot of people have been speculating about this for years, and I think 2017 is the perfect year. They haven't gotten a new coaster since Stinger, which was actually a relocation. Their last major coaster has been relocations, so they definitely do need a brand new in-house built roller coaster, and a GCI would definitely be their other wooden coaster, their thrilling wooden coaster, while Thunderhawk is their not as thrilling wooden coaster. And I think Silver Dollar City will get a B&M dive coaster, and I think this is possible. It's not very likely, but it's not unlikely. It could be a possibility. A lot of people have been speculating about this. There's tons of land, and overall I think it would be a good fit for Silver Dollar City. It would have been a few years since they've gotten Outlaw Run, which is their RMC, so I can imagine Silver Dollar City getting a B&M dive coaster. Now let's talk Morey's Piers. I've heard on this website that the Fly the Great Nor'easter, a Vekoma SLC, which is actually a pretty bad SLC with better restraints, will get renovated. Not with new trains, but the track will be replaced with newer track. It'll be a bit smoother of coaster. The elements would be a bit better, but I'd rather it be just B&M track. Even though that would be more expensive, I think it would definitely be a lot more worth it, but I think it's going to be Vekoma that's renovating this ride with new track, and the trains will be with vest restraints. I bet they'll use the same trains. And let's move on. Six Flags Great America, I think they'll get a Premier Rides launch coaster in 2017. Now, this is very unlikely because One, Six Flags Great America already got a new coaster in 2014, kind of like with Kings Island where they got Banshee. Great America got Goliath in 2014. 2012 they got X-Flight. So they aren't overdue for a new coaster yet, unlike some parks like Kings Dominion or Dorney Park. But I think this could be pretty likely, but it's not likely because, yeah, Great America already got a few new coasters in the past few years, so I don't think this will happen until 2018 or 2019. But with Six Flags Great America's, one of Six Flags Great America's sister parks, Six Flags St. Louis, I think they will RMC Boss, and I think this is very likely. A lot of people have been speculating about this happening, the Boss being RMC'd. I personally don't want this to happen, but I'd rather it be retracted by GCI or something like that. But I think the Boss RMC'd, I love the new version. It'd be a lot better of a ride than what it currently is, even though it's so intense and very fun. It would have some intense drops, inversions, airtime, you name it, a good RMC. I think another RMC will be coming to another Six Flags park, and that is La Ronde, where they will RMC Le Monster. This is very likely because a lot of people have been speculating about this. It could be pretty likely that this will happen in 2017. I would love an RMC of Le Monster because a lot of people have said Le Monster is one of their least favorite coasters they've ridden. So I could imagine this being RMC'd. It could become the best coaster at La Ronde or second best, whether how strong the layout is. And they could make it one continuous track, kind of like Twisted Colossus at Magic Mountain, or they can make two sides, two different RMCs to choose from. And my final option is Six Flags Magic Mountain. I could imagine them renovating a coaster. The picture here is of Tatsu at Magic Mountain, and I think it's very likely that Tatsu could be renovated. Maybe with newer restraints, the color scheme could be a lot better. Like Tatsu, it could be like red and black, kind of like X2, or black track, red supports, maybe. Or they can make it like a lot different, maybe themed to Los Angeles or something, I don't know. But I think a coaster renovation will be pretty likely for Magic Mountain. They could get a super loop along with coaster renovation, like Six Flags New England got in 2016. Or they could get like a Justice League dark ride and coaster renovation, so they can give the families a good dark ride to ride and a better experience for thrill seekers. And thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to turn this off. What's wrong with this thing? Hit pause. Why isn't this pausing?